Hi legends, hope you're all having a fantastic day. Let's analyze the price of Bitcoin, go through a couple of altcoins. Is this the turning point? Is this the point where Bitcoin is going to turn around? Right, let me switch myself on here. Take this out the way, take this out the way. Here we go. Welcome legends. What is up? What's happening with the price of Bitcoin? Obviously Bitcoin, the king of the crypto. Everything follows Bitcoin. Bitcoin dumps, everything dumps. Bitcoin climbs, everything climbs. Okay. Welcome. Let me just open up my comments screen over here. Let me just do this here quickly. I just want to pop out the comments so I can see you guys. I can see everyone. I will spend some time, go through most of the comments that I possibly can. Okay, it's not always easy, and the bigger the community gets, it's not easy to go through all the comments. Let's say hi to everyone. Thanks for joining, I appreciate it. Okay, Alexander, welcome 79. Hello legends, looks like we bounce back from the 50% FIB level. Is it really growth? Okay, we will go check that out. Mohammed, welcome. Hi. Diavold, Julian, welcome. I am not too sure about a bounce. Yes, we will go and analyze that situation. Irina, always in the house. What dedication we have over here. Guys and girls, I am also looking for another mod, but I'll let you guys know how this goes down. Okay, I'm looking for a mod, and obviously I would like to pick someone that's been supporting the channel since the beginning. Okay. Right, hi Wales. Oh, hi Wales. Alan Clark, hi. Where the full moon pub? Yes, wondering the same thing over here. Okay, 3 times out of the 12 it won't work. I guess there's still time. Lol. No, definitely. And I mean, no indicator is perfect, but and it has a 74% accuracy rate. And I think if we get a pump now out of nowhere, it is definitely going to be like, oh crap, I should have known. Here comes the pump and I didn't buy the dip. Right, it's gonna be one of those moments. And if we fall down here and we go and claim the $60,000 level, it's gonna be one of those moments of, okay, perhaps that is the time it's not supposed to work because no indicator is perfect. Right, welcome Mr. Ripples, glad to see you. Roman, crash the bottom. Yes. Valerie, hi Diavold, happy to see you. Also happy to see all of you in the stream. Thanks for joining. let's go and analyze the price of Bitcoin, see what the next moves are. I see we had a nice little pump here to the upside. Let me just do this. Right, I see we had a nice little pump here to the upside, and as always, it looks a bit messy over here. Let me just switch this off. Nice little pump here to the upside. Will we make, this is the question, will we make a higher low over here? Will we make a lower high? A higher low, sorry, I'm getting this mixed up. Will we make a higher low over here to get that bounce and break? Guys can see the momentum that I'm tracking here to the downside, keeping it simple without going into Elliott wave theory and Fibonacci and Fib extensions. This is what I'm tracking over here. So nice little fake out, okay, nice little fake out over there. And then I'm just tracking this momentum. If you do not know what's going to happen over here, price can do whatever it wants over here. As soon as I get the successful breakout, you enter good risk management and coming to claim the high over here from the dead cat bounce. Okay, so keeping it simple, one line trend strategy. For those of you that has watched my YouTube update with regards to that, it is an extremely powerful and simple strategy, because what you could do is you say, I don't care what happens here. I'm not going to get panicked. I'm not going to get stressed out, even if price does this. And then it starts, then you have a nice little bump and run scenario over here. I don't care what happens to price when we are here. I wait for the trend to break. Okay. The one thing I have noticed, and this structure here on top is just so damn confusing. This structure here is so confusing because I don't know if this is 1, 2, 3. I don't know if this is 1, 2, 3, or if this is 1, 2, 3. It's just very confusing on top here. Okay, but the one thing that does look like we just might get a reversal in this area somewhere, is I do like that the red, or in my case, the purple volume, right, is slowing down compared to what we had over here. I do like that. I like that the selling pressure is slowing down. This is what I'm seeing. Selling pressure is slowing down, but we're still falling down, okay? Even if we fall down a little bit further and you get less selling pressure, okay, that's a good sign that a reversal is close, very close, okay? Just tracking this momentum here to potentially catch this breakout over here. I'll be honest with you guys, I did enter a small little, well, not a small, a big trade over here, okay, from a scalping perspective, and I already took profits. Right, I left a little bit of the position open in case we make a higher low and then continuation here to the upside, but I'm happy with the profits. I mean, you can make significant, if you use a little bit of a bigger position size, you can make significant profits, and protecting yourself, good risk management. As soon as I moved into the green, I moved my stop loss to break even. And you might ask yourself, why did I enter over there? Was I being stupid, and was I trying to catch a falling knife? No, we do not catch falling knives in this community. We do not jump on rockets. We don't FOMO into trades. We don't try and catch falling knives. We have levels of confluence, and we apply good risk management. Okay, legends, the one thing I just want to highlight over here is if we can hold this level, okay, if we can hold this level, this might just be a wick down and we're going to get acceptance back above. If we can hold this level, this can definitely be a turning point, where I'm not saying we're going to $75,000 from here. All I'm saying is it could give us a nice little bounce here to the upside to come and claim the dead count bounce high over here, and potentially, and then we'll see what happens when we get to this trend, because that could be a rejection or it could be a successful breakout. Okay. So, but I want to see proof of support. And a lot of people ask me, what do you mean by proof of support, proof of resistance? The simplest answer I can give to that is I want to see consolidation. When price falls, okay? When price falls like that, I want to see consolidation. I want to see price slowing down. That to me is proof of support. Inside of this structure, depending on which indicator you use, I want to see local bullish CVD building up. Perhaps you use RSI and you look for RSI divergences and hidden divergences, things like that. But the most obvious way is that when price falls, you want to see a slowdown, a consolidation, right? Because inside of this consolidation is where I can make a decision to either trade to the upside or to the downside, depending on what I see, and I can apply good risk management. You can't apply good risk management when price is just falling or jumping. Like you just FOMOing and you're asking to get liquidated. Okay. So the question is, why did I enter over here? I'll show you guys exactly where I entered. Okay. If I take a fib expansion, assuming this was the end of 3, this is what I did. This is the end of 4. I dragged it across, I reversed it, and you guys guessed it, 1.618. Tapped to perfection. And my thinking at this time, it was when I saw this consolidation over here, right, and we curling over and we took this low over here, I was like, okay, well, perhaps this is a 5th wave here to the downside, and this is how you measure a 5th wave. If this is the end, I like to play what if scenarios. If this is the end of the 3rd impulsive wave here to the downside, this is the high of the 4th wave, the 1.618 is considered an, well, let me do this. Where's my pen? Not easy. This is a 5th wave target, this is a 5th wave target, this is a 5th wave target. So as we were falling down, I was like, okay, maybe, but I want to see recovery. And when we tapped the 0.618 and we got acceptance back above, that is where I entered. Okay, maybe a little bit higher. My entry was a bit there. But I mean, risk management was just absolutely fantastic. Stop below the low, okay? And then we had a nice little pump here to the upside, and I was like, okay, I'm happy with the profits. I'm going to cash out a majority of the position, and I left some of it open to say that, well, that we could form a higher low and then continue the breakout here to the upside. Then I still have a nice little entry over here. So if we have a breakout over here, right, and I add to my position because I'm playing the breakout over here, what it will do is it will just move my entry a little bit higher, and I can still protect my position. So if price goes against me, okay, if we have another fake out and it stops me out, I lose nothing. Or if it breaks out, it retests the trend, I don't get stopped out, and we have continuation here to the upside. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say over here? Okay, let's say hi to the community. I see a lot of people jumping in here on the stream. Welcome. The indicator just gives a little hint but does not give a signal. Yes, and that is why you have to have levels of confluence. And I mean, a lot of people say trading is gambling. I say it is smart gambling with good risk management. Okay, it's like playing poker. Putting on your poker face, it's a skill that you need to learn, and it is a game of probabilities. If you feel that the trade that you are entering has a higher probability of moving up than moving against you, that is what trading is about. It is a game of probabilities, because the market can do anything that surprises you. It's just, do you have exceptionally good risk management so that when the market goes against you, you don't cry about it and liquidate your account or blow a 50% hole in your account? And then when it goes against you, do you always make more profits than what you lose? Okay, I do see a lot of traders, they enter a trade. Okay, this is how I started out as well. I can't say that I've never done this. I've done this plenty of times. Okay, you have a stop loss perhaps at a certain level, and as soon as you move into the green, I cash out. I was like, okay, I made some money. Okay, I'm happy. But then you get 3 or 4 or 5 losses. Now you're losing 5 times, but you are making you're making profits once. So you're still bleeding out your account slowly but surely, and then you start learning the lesson to say that I need to plan my trades better. I will only enter a trade if my profit is over here and I enter over here and my stop loss is over here, I have to wait for the trade to play out. Because if I get stopped out 5 times, every time I get stopped out 5 times, but I win 1 trade, I'm still a profitable trader. Okay, the risk to reward has to be worth it. Okay, Sorry guys, I know I just always jump into education over here, and this is perhaps not what you want to hear, but I just love educating people. Okay, so back onto the price of Bitcoin over here. I want to see this level hold. Okay, this 50%. If I zoom out here just to show everyone, where do I get this level from? Okay, 50% Fib level taken from the low to the high. It's not perfect. Let me do this. There we go. Okay. If we can hold this level, then there's a chance. If we can hold this level, there's a chance that this is the end of the fifth wave of this structure here to the downside. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Potentially this is the end. We've tapped the 1.618 over here. Maybe we won't even get to the 0.618 if we can hold this level successfully to get that bounce here to the upside. Okay. But to make things simple, like I said during the beginning of the stream, keeping it real, keeping it very simple is I'm just tracking this momentum. Okay. I already have a position over here that is protected. If I get stopped out, then I look for the next trading opportunity. I've already taken profits here on the way up, and yeah, that's basically. And then now I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for simple one-line trend strategy. And a lot of people say there's no ways on earth that you can make money using a trend line strategy. I can tell you guys here, I played this breakout. Okay. When was this? This was on Tuesday. I played it over here. So this was on Tuesday. Yes, on Tuesday. I played this breakout over here. Okay. That's exactly the breakout that I played. And what I did is I took a fib. I don't always just aim for the highs. I took a fib from the high to the low that we formed over here. And my trading setup looked like this. I was going to take profits by the 60% or the 50%. I can't remember, 50%. And I had a very tight stop loss. Okay. And I took profits, most of my profits by the 50% fib level, and I left some of the position open, and I took some by the 60% or the 0.618, and I took another, I closed the position by the 786. Okay. Beautiful trade. Okay. And all I used here was my one-line trade strategy. Okay. Now, inside of this structure is also other strategies that you can play. Swing failure patterns, okay, where you have a swing failure from this low over here. And this is another strategy, a little bit more advanced. A lot of people struggle with swing failure patterns, okay, where you get acceptance back above this level. So you could have entered over here. So what I love about swing failure patterns is, like I've done now with a 1.618 there at the bottom, is that it gives you a better entry. So with this breakout, I entered over there. Okay, and I could have had a better entry that was protected, anticipating the breakout here to the upside. So as you get more experienced and advanced, you can start learning multiple strategies and use them in combination with each other. So they become quite powerful and you get better entries to the upside. Okay. Right. You guys are most probably interested in altcoins. Everyone wants to see their favorite altcoin. What is happening with the price of Bitcoin? Let's see. Just take all this out the way. Okay, we are getting a pump here at the moment. Are we creating a higher low over here? Let's look at CVD. Just want to see. Also, a lot of people are asking me about CVD, the CVD indicator over here. And when you can go to charts.aggr.trades, okay, it will look a little bit different than the one that I'm using. You will have a green line, but nonetheless, it's still a CVD line. It will show you exactly what I'm seeing. Mine is just a little bit different because I have a script that's been written that I'm running in the back, because I wanted to split the Bybit line and the all exchanges combined line. Okay, so I'm not going to reset the settings now to show you guys what it looks like, but you'll see when you go to this website, right, yours will look a little bit different, and you can go and play with the settings over here and switch on the exchanges that you want to see or you don't want to see. You can remove the volume. I think it comes with a whole lot more things, volume and liquidity and everything. You can just take that out. You don't need that. But it's a free tool. You don't need to subscribe. You don't need even to sign up. Okay, it doesn't even need a password or email. It's a free tool that you can use. Right. Okay. Okay. The one thing, and as always, like I like to highlight that I want to highlight over here is no indicator is 100% perfect. Okay. But what I am spotting over here is some bearish CVD. Right. Okay. Look at this. And I can already see on yellow, we are making a little bit higher high. But on price action, we have a higher low. So the way that it works is if price had to shoot up here and it takes the high, that invalidates the CVD. It's no longer valid. Okay. But ideally, what I like to see is between this pivot and this pivot, I would have liked to see bullish CVD. Okay, I would have liked to see bullish CVD. Basically, how it works in a nutshell is that CVD needs to show a lower low, price action needs to show a higher high, higher low, right? And then that is bullish. So it's absorption of retail shorts by market makers that have larger limit orders, absorbing the short orders, and then it pushes price up. Okay, so purely what I'm looking at right now is just to say that, well, it does look for now that we could be building some bearish CVD. Okay. The interesting thing is, okay, when I'm here on the 5-minute time frame, it's not that bearish, but if this CVD is going to play out over here, the target is always the lowest or the highest point between these 2 points. Okay. So if price goes up and it falls down and it takes this low, this CVD played out. Okay, it's played out. So it can still do this, and then maybe CVD falls down, and then you can still make a higher low and go up because this CVD over here already played up because you took the low. Okay, right. Let's go back here onto the price of Bitcoin. I do like the pumpy action. It does look for now, it does look, regardless of what I'm seeing on CVD, it does look like we want to hold this level over here. And this could potentially be the end, or are we going to just grab it one more time? Okay. Remember what happened yesterday as well. I think we thought this was the end over here. And I said, be careful, it's going to do a liquidity sweep, and it did it. All right. I think this happened after the stream. Did a liquidity sweep. Okay, where we thought this was the low over here. And then I said many times, when people aggressively start longing the market makers will go back for that liquidity, and then the price will reverse. Okay, obviously, you know, we didn't go that high, and then we started making this correction here to the downside. And now we'll just have to see what's going to happen now. All a game of probabilities. Right, let me jump into the comments, see what you guys have to say. Say hi to the community. Welcome. Many factors help. Candles, indicators, but you never know what the news will bring, on which market movement is very dependent. Yes, definitely. I think the news has impacted this, or has provided us this little drop here to the downside. And now the question is, okay, and this is the big question that I think a lot of eliticians have on their mind, is to say that, is this a corrective structure, or is this an impulsive structure to the downside? And the answer is no one really knows. But what we can do is we need to start claiming some levels. The one level I can tell you guys now that will make me very bullish, to tell me that this was indeed a corrective structure, okay, and we're still a little bit further away from it, is that when I take a fib, a normal fib, from this high to the low that we've made over here, if we find the strength, and I know it's a little bit far away, so you can still manage your risk and play the breakouts with good risk management, like I've done over here with my entry over there. If we find momentum here to the upside, because there's always that chance that if this is an impulsive structure, you could smack down here, okay, and go to that $60,000 level, right? If we tap the 0.618 over here, I think things will turn very bullish for me, okay? And it's all to do with invalidations, and yeah, so if we tap the 0.618, there's a high chance it's a game of probabilities. If we move up here and we tap the 0.618, there's a high chance that we will make then a correction and continue the momentum to the upside. If we reject below the 0.618 and we go and claim this high over here, okay, there's still a higher probability that we are going to go down to lower levels. So that's kind of the clue that I'm looking for right now, is to say that, well, from a larger time frame perspective, can we still go and claim the all-time highs? And my clue for now is I want to see us tap the 0.618. If we can find the strength to come up here and tap the 0.618 and even like pierce it a little bit, claiming this high over here, I would say there's definitely a chance. There's a chance, because it will also be a breakout of this trend, and perhaps there will be some nice green volume kicking in, and then where this was the fake out, right? And then you get the true breakout here to the upside. So definitely something that I would like to see. I'm just looking for my clue over here. It is still far away. I do have an entry over here, and if I get stopped out and I see the right price action, I'll simply re-enter, keeping an eye on this momentum here to the downside. Let's see what's going to happen, because I mean, there is still a real possibility that we can go down to lower levels. Okay, we are being supported. We do have some nice support over here. It's a little bit in the middle of nowhere, and I suppose, guys, this is why I like Elliott wave theory, because a lot of people will look at this structure and be like, I'm not convinced because we didn't tap the 0.618. We are in the middle of nowhere. I will not long over here. I want to see the 0.618 tap, and depending on the price reaction, I will then decide whether I'm going to enter a trade. By all means, that's part of your trading strategy. It works for you, great. Okay, what I like about Elliott wave theory, and this is why I always hammer a little bit on it, and I always bring it into my shows as well, is that I was able to catch this little entry over here, because I knew that if this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where the fifth wave target can be. And everyone is now sitting saying that if we do had to find, for example, if we had to find the strength up here and we go and claim these highs over here, okay, because I know Elliott wave theory and I can use fib expansions, and I know that this is a fifth wave, I am already in. Okay, where some are going to potentially play the breakout over here, okay, or there, and or wait for this breakout to happen over here. So basically what it boils down to is it just gives you a better entry, and it shows you where price could potentially turn around when no one thinks the price will turn around. Okay, and also, you don't even have to know Elliott wave theory. You just have to know how to use your fib expansion. You just have to know how to use this thing. Like, this tool is so powerful. Your fib extension tool is so powerful. Look at where we reject it. Okay, if you can go measure waves, go crazy, go play around with the tool, go take it from a high, take it to a low, see where the price rejected, see the levels. For example, if I take the fib extension without knowing anything about Elliott wave theory, if I take it from the high to the low over here, to these little pivots that we made over here, just look at how beautifully we rejected and got acceptance back the 2.618. 2.618. Even when we got to the 1.618, we had a nice bounce, and then we lost it. Okay, and yesterday during my stream as well, as I said, I want to see us claim this level. I really want to see us claim this level. We didn't claim the level. We came down, we retested the 1.618, and we fell down. Now we're finding support by the 2.618. These fib expansions are extremely powerful. Right. Let's go through some comments over here. Crash at the bottom. The indicator just gives a hint. Okay, I've gone through that. Guys, show respect. The legend, smash the like button. Yes, come on, guys. Smash up the like button. It's your ways to tell the YouTube algorithm to spread the video to people that haven't watched it. Okay, so we can grow the community. I would love to grow this channel. Spread the education. If you guys enjoy the content and the education that I provide over here, share some love. Just, all it takes is, don't click it twice, only click it once. Right, guys, girls, should we go through a couple of altcoins over here? Should we go through a couple of altcoins? Okay, Borna, Algo reached the 0.618 level. Did you enter into a spot position? Let's go look at Algo. Where is my Algo over here? Okay. I still have a position open on Algo, so I didn't add to the position as yet because I really wanted the 50% fib level to hold. Because now what it looks like, and I mean, I am taking it with a grain of salt because altcoins, they just do not respect Elliott wave as much as Bitcoin and other mature markets. So I thought this was a 1, 2, 3 year to the upside. And then we're going to make a fourth wave, and Elliott wave theory states that you're not allowed to break the 50% fib level. And if you tap the 0.618, this is most likely an A, B, C, and you're going to start making corrections back to the downside. Okay. So the fact that we tapped the 0.618 made me a little bit hesitant to add to my position. But I still have my stop loss here. So if I get stopped out, it's fine. I'll look for another trading scenario over here because I have an entry over here on Algo. Okay. So my stop is in profits. And if I get, and I did take a little bit of profit here by the 0.618. This is where I took some profits. It covered my fees. I think about $200, $300 profit I took over there. And I wanted to add over here. And then I saw the downwards momentum. Now we, you know, basic technicals is we are at the moment back underneath the trend. Okay. We are back underneath the trend. So perhaps the next trading setup is you wait for the break. Okay. Because now we're back below the trend. Definitely the 618 is considered a very good load up zone, but you just have to exercise good risk management. So if you're building a position over here, where are you putting your stop loss? Okay, and if you can answer those questions, like I always say, legends, this is the most important tool. Make friends with this tool. If you know why you are entering a trade, you know how much you are risking, and you're happy to take the knock, and you know exactly where you are going to take profits, it means that you have planned your trade. Your trade is planned. Off to the races you go. So if you can do this, by all means, go into the trade, enter wherever you want. Whether you're catching falling knives and climbing on rockets and foaming into trades, if you can plan your trade, you know exactly where your risk is, why you're entering the trade, and where you're going to take profits, by all means, go plan your trade. I often get people asking me, I am in a long at this price and I'm about to get liquidated, or I am in a short and I'm at this price, I'm about to get liquidated. And the harsh answer to that is the first mistake you made was to enter that trade. Because if you're asking me for help because you're about to get liquidated, okay, you did not plan your trade. Okay, your risk management didn't kick in. You have no idea where to take profits. The trade has turned against you. You need to go and take the money out of your account, and you need to go and build a strategy, build a plan, and find something that works for you, and you need to go and do this. Okay, you need to go, and this is the most important line. Why am I entering the trade? And that is, what is your trading strategy? Have you backtested your trading strategy? Okay. Right. That is my little bit of ranting over here. Irina Nagajan, what do you think of KSM? I like KSM. It's a little, I think it's a little bit of a sleeping giant. I like the technology. I like the fundamentals. I do think that it's one of those coins that can do phenomenal things during the bull cycle. And hence it is on my list. I do have a spot bag of KSM, so I like it. I really like it. I don't have a large spot bag of KSM, but I do have. Okay. And price action is relatively stable. It has a relatively large market cap. It's also a coin that I can day trade because of the stability of the price action. So for now, I think keeping it simple. Let me just replay the music over here. Ooh, not this, not this. Not sexy. I'm going to get a copyright strike. Let me put this off. Right, but keeping it simple, this is the trend that I'm tracking here at the moment. Okay. I do have a spot bag, and with the dips I've added to my spot bags, I've added nogals aggressively inside of this zone into my spot bags because we've hit a C wave target. And I mean, if we can come down here to the 1.618, if we can come down to $18 for KSM, that would make my heart very happy, because this is where I will load up a little bit more aggressively. And on most of the altcoins, if we can hit the 1.618, that to me is a golden load up zone down there. But I mean, I had to acknowledge that we did hit a C wave target for this corrective structure. This is a C wave target, so expecting at least a bounce here to the upside, right? And whether it's a lower high for continuation to the downside, I will then just add again, because it's a spot position. You want to add at the dips, okay? You want to add when it's full moon, right? Because when full moon prints, price is generally at the lowest point. So this could potentially be the lowest point for now, okay? The other thing I wanted to quickly chat to you guys about, also, again, just pure education, is that when, and let's use we can even use Rune as an example, but let's stick to KSN here at the moment. We are on it. Let's go on to the daily time frame. Okay, for those of you that watched my update this morning, okay, do you guys remember during my update, I spoke about the 5-wave structure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, where that news article that basically said, well, if this is, okay, wait, let's do a prettier one over here. Let's do a prettier one. Let me take a proper Elliott wave structure over here, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We go switch on the line. Everyone likes to see the line. I don't need the line, but people like to see the line. Okay. When you look at a standard Elliott wave structure, okay, like this, and Bitcoin is over here, right? This is what most people and Elliotticians are anticipating, that Bitcoin is over here. We still need to complete the 3rd wave, and altcoins are over here. Okay, this is the theory at the moment, and it kind of feels like it makes sense, because when I go through all of my favorite altcoins, look at this structure, okay? Just look at this structure. Look at this. And then when I go into the price action over here, this definitely looks like a 1, 2, okay? Where Bitcoin is already at the all-time highs, okay? Oops. I mean, Bitcoin is already here. Okay, so Bitcoin has climbed this ladder quite aggressively to the upside already. Okay, and usually Bitcoin, for those of you that's been in the game for long, you know that Bitcoin climbs the ladder over here, and then and usually when Bitcoin starts the 5th wave, when Bitcoin gets over here, this is when the alts just skyrockets. Okay, this is alt season. Pure, that crazy face melting alt season to the upside happens usually when Bitcoin is in the 5th wave over here. Bitcoin is now over here, but it does mean that the altcoins can still start now climbing this 3rd wave here to the upside to catch up to Bitcoin. And there's even that what happened during the previous bull cycles is when Bitcoin starts correcting because it's not a straight line down, it's down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. This is usually where the altcoins starts moving up. Okay, quite ironic to see that when Bitcoin falls to complete the 4th wave, it usually pushes the alts here to the upside. Okay, and then when Bitcoin starts doing this to the upside, this is now where some of the alts will correct, and they will have that explosive move to finish their 5th wave also to the upside. So I guess the only point that I'm trying to make here is I'm going off the tracks over here, is that, okay, when I look at this, okay, this is what I'm seeing on most of the alts. Okay, and I can start running through the list. You guys have seen the list. Go through Atom. Okay, I need to really clean up these charts. You guys can see I've been, okay, Atom, is this a 1, 2? EGLD, okay, 1, 2. dot. Is it a 1, 2? AVAX. Right. We still need that massive explosion here to the upside from the alts. It looks like they've only made their first wave for this bull cycle. We still need that, and I can go work it out now, guys, is we still need that consolidation and that massive explosive move here to the upside. The third wave. This is my favorite wave to trade. You guys think this was nice. Wait until we get into the third wave. This is where every Tom, Dick, and Harry thinks that they are a professional trader, because it doesn't matter how crap your entry is. Price just moves up the whole time, and then everyone thinks they can trade. This is what traps retail traders. This is what creates the euphoria to the upside. Okay, this is still coming. This is still coming. The one thing I do want to highlight to everyone is time. Time is very important in the relationship of corrections. Okay, so we have to consider. Okay, and let's just play a what-if scenario. If this is the impulse and this is the correction, and I take a time fib, everything has a relationship. Okay, so you'll see for this impulse, there's a correction. For this impulse, there's a correction. Impulse, correction. Impulse, larger correction. So if this is a 1, 2 here to the downside, this correction can still last a while longer. And what I want to show you guys is when I take a time fib from the start of the impulse, okay, and I'll just do it on, I'm not going to zoom into that price action now, but it's more or less in this area. So let's say from there, okay, to the high that we've made over here. Okay. If this is a 1-2 Elliott wave and we're still expecting the third wave to the upside, a minimum target from a timing perspective is considered the 0.382. That's the minimum target. A more common target is the 0.618. And the most common target that often gets hit is the 1-to-1 ratio. So what I'm trying to say over here is if we are forming a second wave here to the downside, it can still last a while before we get the start of that impulsive third wave to the upside. And it can even last as long as the 1-to-1 ratio. So 0.382 is 16 May, okay? 0.618 is 21 June. And then if we do hit the 1-to-1 ratio, 19 August. And this to me, this is why this area is so important, because this is where I want to build my spot bags, okay? Anticipating that this can be a large, it's in preparation for that third wave for the bull market, but it can still take long because this corrective structure has to correct this impulse. Okay. So a lot of people get patience rewards in this game, guys. I just have to say patient rewards in this game because a lot of people are just expecting this. Okay. Not realizing that the timing and corrections play a role, because if I take a time fib for this impulse to the high over there, okay, you can see where we started turning around, right? Between the 382 and the 618, that's where we found the bottom and we started creating the next impulse. So perhaps, let me just take this out. Okay, so perhaps this will be the area. Maybe it repeats, you know, it likes the 382 and the 618 for corrective structure, and maybe this will be the area where we get the explosion to the upside. And just remember, it can fall down a little bit lower as well, okay? But this to me is just, this is where you want to build your spot positions. Well, no financial advice. This is where I am building my spot positions. I'm not telling you guys what to do. Okay. Right. Also, guys, now that I'm talking about spot positions over here, very CVD. Don't like that. Remember, I use Bybit and Mexi down in the description. Oh, and Andy mentioned the name today, the correct pronunciation. I just say Blowfin. Okay. Blowfin. Okay, Bybit, 20% reduction in the fees when you use my link down in the description. Blowfin offers an $80,000 bonus, and I think also when you sign up, you have a chance to win $5,000, and also they're offering 50% fee reduction at the moment by using the link down in the description. Okay, when you go and sign up for these exchanges in your own capacity, going to search for them, you will often not get the bonuses and the discounts, right? So if you want to trade with me, Blowfin also no KYC at the moment, and they've also had a conversation with us to say that they're not going to KYC for a while, okay, where I've heard word on the street that Mexi now wants to start KYCing. Okay, so people are looking for alternatives. There's also some good stuff coming down the line with Blowfin. I'm not allowed to spill the beans just as yet, but you want to be part of that, and you'll only be able to be part of that when you sign up with myself or Andy's affiliate link down here. Right. Also, just to go back here, we are also looking for a technical analyst. If you are interested, you would like to get into the crypto space full time. Okay. No, I don't want to sign in. Okay, right. Anyways, if you'd like to get into the crypto space, make it a full-time career, and you can do basic analysis. Go read through the job description over here. If you think you can do what it takes and you can do basic analysis, go and apply for the role. Come work hand in hand with me and Andy, and yeah, it's going to be fun. We're looking forward. So if you want to get into the crypto space, go and apply for this role. Link down in the description. First link down in the description. Technical analyst role. Okay. Right. Also, what else? Let's go through a couple of other coins. I see people are asking for Gala. Hi, Devil Shop. Welcome, welcome. Hey, brother, what do you think of Bonk? Can we check it out? Okay, we'll go have a look at Bonk. I will go have a look at Gala. Let's do that. Let's do it. Guys, I will try and get through as many comments as I can, but I am running out of time, so I just need to motor over here. Right. Okay, Gala, let's go. Let's go. Okay, keeping it very simple. I'm just waiting for this momentum to break out here. Okay, let's go into the 4 hour. Okay, it looks like we are finding a bounce. Ooh, alarm going off. What is happening? Let's see what is happening. It's breaking. Oops. Are we breaking trend? Are we breaking trend? Okay, let's see what is happening over here. Clean this up. Okay, and this is why the altcoins are popping now here to the upside as well. Not yet, not yet. I want to see a body of a candle close, at least a 15-minute, even a 10-minute, a 15-minute, ideally a 1 hour. It's the best one. You want to see the body of the candle close outside of the trend. Okay, the body of the candle, not the wick. Because when the wick closes outside of the trend, this is what happens. Okay, in most cases. So I want to see the body of the candle close outside of the trend. And then if you are planning to take this trade, obviously with good risk management, this low is a little bit low, but I mean, CVD didn't play ball over here. Okay, so this CVD is now invalidated, okay, because we took the high. Okay, so we were building bearish CVD on the way up, but we're still far away from this pivot. So definitely a chance that we can break out. Okay, so I want to see a body of the candle close outside of the trend, and your trading setup would most likely look something like this. Okay, going to target that high. I would definitely be taking profits at this high as well. Okay, but to me, if you're going to put your stop loss here, can you guys see if we are going to break out? Okay, and this is how you're planning your trade now at the moment, to come and take profits by this high. The risk to reward for this trade doesn't make sense because it's a 1-to-1. Okay, so for every $100 you're risking, you're only making $100. It doesn't make the trade worth it for me. So if you're targeting higher levels, it's still not worth it for me. So the other tactic that you can use is you can go into smaller time frames. This is sometimes what I do. It does increase the risk of you being stopped out. I will go into smaller time frames and I will go look for a little consolidation area, and I say, well, if this is a successful breakout, I will move my stop to this area. Okay, because the mindset that I'm applying, lots of education over here, is to say that if I get a successful breakout, I want us not to break back into trend. for continuation here to the upside. Then the risk to reward makes sense. 3 to 4 risk to reward, absolute fantastic. Even if I take all my profits over here, still a 2 risk to reward is beautiful. So for well, it's not the best, but it's my minimum requirement. Okay. But I do have to highlight that the higher you move, if the higher you move your stop loss, the more you increase your risk of being stopped out. Because often what happens is if you don't put your stop loss in the right place, often what happens is you get a breakout, you get a retest, and then off you go and you are stopped out. Okay, where you should have put your stop loss over there, but then the risk to reward doesn't make sense. Okay, but it does look like we are struggling to break through here. Okay. The one line trend strategy works extremely powerful when you get something like, so if we had to get something like this and it breaks out, because then you have a nice tight stop loss. Okay, I like it when if this low could be a little bit higher, like that would be a beautiful trade here to the upside. Right, let's continue with Gala here to the upside. Okay, so I mean, keeping the analysis simple, I'm on the 4-hour time frame, just tracking this trend, yeah. Okay, and it would help actually if I put an alarm on here, just for shits and giggles. What's going to happen when we break out? You can see we've had 2 fake outs already. Okay. Okay. But what I do like about this trend, legends, is the number of times it has been tapped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It just, the more times you tap a trend and you keep on rejecting, the higher the probability is that the next breakout will be the true breakout. Okay, there's just been a fake out after fake out, and perhaps the next breakout, it's either going to tap it and reject, or it's going to be the true breakout to the upside. Because of how many times you've tapped this trend, it becomes weaker and weaker and weaker. Okay, right. So this is basically what I'm seeing on Gala at the moment from a larger time frame perspective. Also, I mean, this still looks like definitely what I've shown you guys from the Elliott wave perspective. 1, 2, and 2 can still take long. 3 here to the upside. It can even go up here. It can even go up here, make a lower high, and then continue back to the downside, where this is then an A, B, C, and then it ranges and it ranges and it breaks up. Okay. So don't think that by breaking this trend, you're definitely going to claim the highs. You have to take profits on your way up if you're day trading this thing, or if you're doing swing trades. You can't just think to yourself, or you can't just expect for us to claim the high guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed in this market. Okay, so if we get a successful breakout here to the upside, what I usually do is I take my fib from the high to the low. Okay. And then also look for little pivots to the left, is to say that, okay, nice consolidation, 50%, definitely an area where I want to take profits. 618, definitely an area where I want to take profits. Okay, and maybe you can leave some of the position open to come and claim this high, but I will take majority of my profits in this zone, because looking at the structure, if this is a 1, 2, all right, this can still be an A, B, C. Okay, maybe not that deep. A, B, C. And then you're back exactly where you started. You bounce here on support, you bounce here on support, and then you start the third wave here to the upside. Okay. Cool. So that's Gala. Someone asked for Bonk, if I'm not mistaken. Let's quickly go through Bonk over here. Mr. Bonk, where are you? There we go. Okay, look, Bonk is having a nice little breakout here to the upside. Okay, obviously you have missed the breakout. Now you just sit on your hands, and you've actually missed 3 breakouts. Can you guys see the 3 breakouts? Am I the only one seeing it? So the first breakout you missed was this one. Okay. The second breakout you missed, if you're not in the Bonk trade, is this one. That's the second one you could have gotten in. You break out. Oh crap, I missed it. Okay, you wait for the consolidation. You play the breakout. And now this breakout happened. I mean, but this wasn't the easy one. I'll be honest with you guys. This wasn't an easy one. Here's another one. Okay, Small little consolidation, you break out. Also, I think if you zoom into the 1 minute, there's a little breakout there as well. Okay, but this one wasn't the easy one. Okay, you missed that breakout. Targeting the high, but also, you know, you want to take profits on your way up. So you could have gotten into this trade once you saw this breakout and you missed it. You had 1, 2, 3 opportunities to still make money to the upside. Okay, and now you sit on your hands. I can't enter where we are right now. It just doesn't make any sense. How do I apply risk? How do I plan my trade where we are right now? You wanted to plan your trade when we were consolidating. Okay, so now you sit on your hands and you wait for a range to form. Okay, right, legends. Do you think layer 2s like ARB and Matic will make a move? Definitely. I think, Alan, I have a big bag of Matic. I'll be honest with you. It's also here on my list. I think Matic is going to do some crazy things here during the next bull cycle, and this is why I'm just adding to my spot bags over here. Okay, this could also be a 1, 2, and it's going to consolidate and then have a explosion here to the upside. We don't know, but I'm very bullish on Matic and Arbitrum. Okay, I don't have ARB on my list. Okay, but I'm sure it has similar price structure to Matic here at the moment. But yes, I am bullish on Matic here. And I do like this price action. It looks like it found a bottom here by the 0.88. So I'm still expecting, if it's not going to claim the high, I'm still expecting a bounce to balance out this correction. Okay. And this looks like a 1, 2, just for interest sake. If I take it from the low to the high. Okay. There is your 1-to-1 ratio. Look at, so if this correction, okay, is for this impulse, just for shits and giggles, we are inside a bouncing zone. Okay. So definitely, and this is why I've added to my spot bags over here. I've added to all these coins that you guys see here that are inside the C wave targets. I've added to my spot bags. I'm nibbling. Okay. Right, ladies and gentlemen, please smash up the like, show some love, spread the content. Guys, don't argue. Everyone has the right to their own opinion. Are people arguing here in the comments? No, man, no. Why are people arguing here in the comments? Hey, brother, what do you think of Bonk? I've checked it out. Papa printing, not financial advisor advice. You to buy. Yeah. Okay, please don't fight, guys. That's why I want a moderator. I want someone in here just to come and moderate the chats, because I saw one during one of my previous live streams. I can't remember which one. There was also a little bit of a fight going on. Not nice, not nice. Right, shave his head. Okay. Or maybe some people want to see Devil shave his head. Yes, I did say yesterday during my live stream that if the likes, okay, can match the number of viewers. Let's see how many viewers we have at the moment. Let me refresh this. Okay, we have 69 people watching and 66 likes. So what I said yesterday is that if we can match the number of likes versus how many people are watching, I will do something crazy, okay? And we are ever so close. We are ever so close. Right, this is quite interesting. Nonetheless, guys, I unfortunately have to go. We are so close, but not there yet. Perhaps it will happen tomorrow. Okay. Thanks everyone for joining. I hope you found value in today's stream and the education. Smash up the like, hit subscribe for future notifications. And if you are wondering why you can't post comments, is only subscribers can post comments. Okay, so once you've subscribed to the channel, it takes about 60 seconds and you'll be able to comment and share some love here in the comments. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. And I will check you guys in tomorrow's update. Cheers for now.